Welcome. I'm Sherry Dietz from Penn Valley Fitness Center, and today is our first workout in how to gain a strong core. We're going to be doing some standing work. Some people don't like to lay on the floor that much, and it's a good start for beginners too, that you can stand up and do these moves. I am going to show you a few easy things to do with the stability ball also. So if you have one, now would be a good time to go get it. But like I said, we're going to start out with some standing ones. I want you to make sure you always try to keep your spine in neutral alignment. Contract your abdominal muscles as you're doing these exercises. Think about your posture, think about your breathing. Make sure you're exhaling on the exertion and just pull that navel into the spine and concentrate on what you're doing. And as long as you contract those abs, you're going to be working some of your core. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, the first move we're going to do is just going to be a rib isolation. You may need some practice in doing this, but contract your abs, bring your arms out to the side, and then just move with the ribs from side to side to side. Now, I'm not doing this. It's not a hip movement. It's ribs. I'm moving from the waist. So practice this and hold that tummy in tight when you're doing it. So you can reach, reach to each side, tummy nice and tight. Inhale and exhale. So you can stop and do this anytime. You can be cooking something in the kitchen, and you can do a few of these. You can be watching TV, do a few of these. Tummy in nice and tight. Side, side, side. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you should have felt a little bit of tightening there. The next move, may get your heart rate up a little bit because we're going to be lifting the knees. So point your toes out, bring your arm up, and lift and squeeze right here. You're working your waist. Pull, pull. And you're also having to work on your balance a little bit. So that's making some of those core muscle fibers contract to help stabilize you. Let's do 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Make sure you're squeezing and contracting those obliques. Now let's do the other side. Pull, pull, squeeze. Give me 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so there's 2 exercises so far. Now we're going to bring our arms up. We'll lift the knee up and twist. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like I said, your heart rate could be getting up a little bit. So let's do the other side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, and 10. 2 more. Almost forgot 11 and 12. All right, so we've worked these sides. Another standing move you can do, you can just take your arms and use your arms, or if you want to challenge yourself a little more, if you have a medicine ball, you can use it. If you don't, you can use a light weight, but we're just going to go up and around. Keep that tummy in nice and tight. There's 7, we'll do 8 each direction. Okay. And again, make sure you keep those core fibers contracted. Let's go around the other way. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. I hope you're starting to feel a little something by now. Okay, next standing move. Again, you can use a weight, or you can just clasp your hands in front of you and twist from center, twist, center. Tummy holds in nice and tight. Exhale. Keep your breathing, keep your knees soft. Not lock your knees. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. And like I said, you can also use a hand weight or medicine ball when doing that one. Twisting. But it's real important that you work out to your level. Get comfortable with the moves first and then add your weight if you haven't been working out, if you're new at this. Now I'm going to use the ball just to show you some moves that are simple. I like the ball for a lot of reasons, and that's when you're on the floor, you're using your moving muscles to lift up. But when you're on the ball, you're using stabilizing muscle fibers and moving muscle fibers. But we're not even going to get into a crunch on the ball today. We're just going to sit and do a few little things. So, well, we might get into small crunches, but not big ones. Okay, so when you're on the ball, your legs are the base. The wider your legs are, the more balance you'll have. So this will give me a lot of balance. And then if I bring my knees and feet together, then it'll be a little more challenging. So this makes it more challenging just to sit on the ball. So you could have a ball for your chair at work, and that's going to make your muscle fibers contract more. Or you can just sit on one during commercials when you're watching TV, or just think of anything and you can sit. Now, very carefully, lift one leg at a time, and then the other. One leg, and the other. One. And you're having to do just some minor contractions with your abdominal muscles and your back muscles just to keep your balance on the ball. So I'm just lifting one foot at a time. You can call it marching on the ball or just leg lifts on the ball. Okay, that's one move. Another move that you can sit here and contract the abs, sit up nice and tall, and lift your hip on one side and lift your hip on the other. And lift your hip on one side and the other. And I've got company. Come here, Tink. Come here. Keep doing that. Come here. Lift. Lift. Squeeze. I thought my little dog was going to come join us. She's not sure what I'm doing either. So lift, tummy nice and tight. Now you can do pelvic tilt and roll back, and pelvic tilt, roll back. This will help engage some of the muscles in the lower part. Tilt up and back, tilt up and back, tilt up and back, up and back, and up and back. Okay. Now, one more move sitting here on the ball. You can just go around in a circle. Around, keeping that tummy in nice and tight. Around. And you're using your core muscles to help you. And around, tummy in nice and tight. And now reverse it. Around. Okay, now I'm going to show you another reason I like the ball. If we have excessive pounds, or if a woman has a large chest, there's no way to get up off the floor and when you're just starting your abdominal work. But what I like about the ball is you can come down and be partway lifted up, and you can do a partial crunch, which will still get some work done to your abdominal muscles. So you can lift up like this, which is a lot easier than coming from here and lifting up. So you just roll down the ball a little more and up and down. And make sure you never jerk or yank on your head and neck. Keep the abdominal muscles tight. Exhale as you lift and keep the chin out of your chest. You should always be able to get your fists between your chin and your chest. And up, okay? So those are some good beginner exercises to start out with. I'm going to show you one more for the abs on the floor, and we're not going to do it full range of motion. We're just going to do it a little bit. Come down. And everybody has a floor, so I know you can do these, right? So start sitting up, keep your back straight, tummy in tight, and just lean back a little bit and come forward. So inhale and exhale. Shoulders down. You can keep your hands down on the floor. Down. Up. See, Tink does these with me all the time, and look how flat her tummy is. Down, up, down, and up. Okay. So that's one way to be engaging your core on the floor. The last exercise we're going to do today is one for the back. We need to make sure we work the opposing muscle groups. If you only work the front, it can affect your posture and you can wind up being like this. So you need to strengthen the low back. As you're strengthening the core, you need to strengthen the low back also. So it's not an easy move, but it's the simplest as far as the mechanics of it goes. And if you can only start out with 6, do 6. If you can start out with 4, do 4. If you can do 12 or 15, do that. We're just gonna come down. We're gonna keep our feet on the floor. And we're just gonna lift our chest and arms up. Like that. And up. Exhale as you come up. Oh, hi, little girl. What you doing? You want to exercise? Need 4 more, so you can do this petting your pet. 3, 2, and 1. So you can make these workouts a family affair with your pets, with your kids, with your spouse, with your friends. So these are workouts, these little moves are moves that everybody should be able to do. So I hope you felt some workout. If you didn't, do more of what we did. Instead of, we did 12 knee lifts, 12 knee lifts, we'll do another set and then another set. So you can always add more. If you're a beginner, just start with this, see how you feel tomorrow. If you're sore, then you may want to rest for a day and then join back in. But remember, we're going to be progressing. So I would do this workout at least 3 times before the next video, because we will be adding more work. We will be adding more muscle groups because the core is more than just here. It's also upper back, lower back, some inner thigh, some outer thigh. All these muscles are connected to the spine. So we're going to be working all of those. But this was just your first one, your beginner, and they'll get more detailed as we go along. So I hope you enjoyed it and come back next week. Well, actually come back to this one a few more times this week, and then we'll see you again next week.